And here we go. 4 left to go here. 4 clips left. Alright, now I'm scraping the edge of the... doing a cabinectomy, as Bob called it. Just scraping off the bottom excess, just kind of cornering it off. Alright, now I'm in the doghouse. I'm out of the cabin. I'm in the doghouse because I gotta work back here and try to get this to work back, and then save myself some trouble if I hadn't done it that way. So there you can learn from my mistake not to do that. Of course, it worked out fairly well anyway, but probably would have been a lot better if I'd done that first. But like I said, I was going to have the cabin on that side originally, and then I changed my mind. And it's kind of like one of those things that happens when you're painting the style. You change your mind all the time. And, I think I do like the cabin on this side better. And I think if I paint this painting again, it'll come out just right. You know, before I just felt like everything was just kind of too closed off, and I don't know. The other painting is a little different, where the bushes and everything start coming forward. The thing I did like better about the other one was the fence I had in it, and it just kind of worked better than it did this one. But that's coming up yet. The fence, that'll be, I think, on the last one. But anyway, here I am getting some more the cad yellow, and now I'm going into a little more of the sap green. I should have went into a little bit more of it than I did, I think. But anyway, just putting in some more land areas, grassy areas. And be sure to smooth out your tree trunks, you know. Don't just put them, when they get down there, don't just put them buried, you know, show some, give them, there's always, especially with these big trees, there's always roots, and maybe you don't always see them, but they're there, and it's usually, like I can see the ones out in my yard, you don't always see the roots sticking out, but you see them even popping, kind of creating the, you can see them underneath the grass. It's showing like a big mound. I don't know, I guess as trees grow and the roots grow, it pushes the earth above them, pushes it up, and it creates like a mound effect. If that makes any sense. I'm having a hard time explaining things today. So, just more the yellows, a little brighter in spots. There's a lot of different things you could do in this painting. Put in more, some evergreens and trees and little details, little bushes and things. Basically just tapping along, and I do have a little more of the green in the foreground here. tap, tap. Now. If you wanted, you can work that until it's as soft as velvet. Because the canvas was dry, it was probably a little harder for me to get the colors to kind of shade out, because there's no paint underneath to naturally blend darker. Just like the same rule that applies to the sky when you start off on the top of the canvas and work your way down, and paint comes off and it naturally gets lighter because it's using the paint that's on your brush. Same philosophy when you're doing those green, just those grassy areas that you're tapping around, and eventually the paint thins out and you tell you got nothing left almost, and it just blends out, fades out. Doesn't work as well when the canvas is dry, but it sticks good. Say that. And then on this side where the cabin is, it's more in the shadow. Oh, okay, now I'm doing the path. And this is just this is some dark mixture, mostly black, and it's a little gray colored, and I just wanted to have something underneath it, so when I put the highlights on, they would show up good. You get kind of a different effect when the paint's underneath it. Than if it was just dry. It works a little better, smoother. I just like to play with the knife. Yeah, in the original, the cabin was a lot farther back. It was more up against behind those trees, but now in this one, those background bushes